What is up, guys? It is Jericho. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about my double stretched ears and why they may not be double stretched anymore. For the record, I loved having my ears double stretched. Like, super cool look, loved it. It just isn't functional for me, and you know, it might not be functional for other people, and I kind of want to talk a little bit about that today. So when my ears were just pierced, they were double pierced. They were pierced the first time when I was a baby, and the second time when I was about 14. The first time they did it, because my ears were so small, and the way that they grew, and the way that they had done it, they were a little bit crooked. And then when I got my second ones done, they did those a little bit crooked to make the first ones look even. It wasn't super noticeable, but I liked it better that way. It looked better with the second ones. And those original piercings are what I was stretching. I had them double stretched for a full year, and I went up. I don't know exactly what I went up to. But, you know, I did stretch both of them, obviously more than once with these. These are 20 millimeters. And it is actually with this last stretch that I started to experience issues with them. And by issues, it wasn't anything major, but they were constantly sore. They prevented the bottom ones from fully healing for a good long while. And then this left one is still in the process of healing because it was so much more squished than the right one, and I think that my original piercings being uneven and then them fixing that could have caused crowding on this side and be part of why that could occur. So if you're thinking of double stretching and you have a situation similar to mine, that is something to keep in the back of your mind just in case, because I think if I hadn't stretched the second ones quite as big, maybe I would be fine now. I don't know if it's worth it to me to have them double stretched with smaller jewelry. For some people, any stretch counts, and any stretch is good because that's the aesthetic that you're going for. But with mine, what I was trying to do was get it to where I could have tunnels in both and then have something like spiral through them. That was my original, what I wanted. But there's just, with the size of my lobes and the elasticity, the natural, it's just not really enough room for that to be successful. It would be crowded, it would hurt, and I think it would make my lobes too thin, and I don't want to risk not only blowouts, but what I call snappage, where it literally just breaks your ear, and I'm not trying to have that happen. So, took them out. Actually, I'm gonna go get one of my jewelries to show you something. Okay, so this is a spiral. It had leopard print on it at one point. I wore 2 of these in here for the whole year, not counting this past like week and a half. And part of why I'm okay with taking these out also is these fuckers looked so cool, but the way that my hair is cut, which it's up right now, but I do have those rat tails that I threatened to have for a really long time. Even before that, it wasn't until I actually hit a year that I realized that every single day, more than once a day, I have to pull my hair out of these fucking spirals. And that was a whole year of that, and I feel that was unnecessary. I don't know that I would do that again, especially if I had realized how long it had been that I had just been putting up with that and not liking that I had to do that every day. So I had these in, and part of why I liked these when I was stretching up was if my ears got a little angry, what I could do was, like, they would, like, go to the thinner edge, my ear would calm down, push them back in, everything's kosher. But then these were just getting to be too much with this last stretch. It just hurt. There wasn't really any leakage or blood or or anything like that. It was just, and like I could take them out, clean them, put them back in, and it would help, but it was just tight, you know, just tight and angry. Um, and so I put these little plugs in that were smaller than this. I don't know what size these even are anymore. I just was going through my collection, found two that were the same size and smaller than this, and I'm like, we'll put them in, we'll see how it works. And that was going well, except for not with the left ear, like I mentioned. So I went ahead today and just took them both out because I want, like, this one would have probably been okay, but I want eventually to get more piercings in general, and I want to get my ears pointed, so I want my ears to be not super complicated for that. I just want to give myself every advantage when it comes to the possibility of having that procedure done. So take them both out, just have the bottoms for now. We're gonna let it heal for a couple days, see how it goes. If it goes well, I might try some tiny ones that aren't like regular jewelry and put them in. I haven't decided yet. It just doesn't seem super worth it at this point to do that, however. So, you know, it looks really cool, and I do and did like having that done, but these are all like things to think about if you're considering double doing it. If your ears are already double pierced, maybe consult like a piercer or somebody who has their ears successfully double stretched. You know, ask them, you know, do I have enough room, if that's something they would be willing to answer for you, because it might just be worth it to have another piercing to stretch entirely. Or, you know, you might just want bigger ears than you have, or your ears might be perfect for it and you just don't know it yet. All of these things are possible. So yeah, letting these heal up, a little bit of a change. It kind of sucks because whenever I get a body mod, I'm one of those people that I plan to have that body mod. It's never something that I don't go into the process thinking this is temporary. I go into the process thinking, you know, we're committed. This is the look. This is what we're doing. So it does suck a little bit, but you know, it's fine. Instead of having double pierced, I will probably just start investing more in jewelry for these now that I have hit my goal, and we'll just have different jewelry. So yeah, thanks for watching.